Hello everyone, I'm Shawn Arnett from Threads That Bind. Today I'm going to show you how I put the punch needle pins onto the button cover back. So these are the 4 pin patterns that I have available now, and we'll put a link in the description where you can get them. So I'll set those aside, and I have punched this pin, and this is the back of it. There's the front. I just love this pin. And I love giving these for gifts. They're a quick, easy project. And so I want to take the fabric out of the hoop with this Twist Easy tool that I've talked about that I love, and it's also available. We'll put a link on for that as well, and this button cover. So get this out of the hoop. There's no real need to iron this one. On the back of it shows you this dotted line is a cutting line. So you just take a big scissor, and it doesn't have to be completely accurate. This will all be inside. And I am going to cut that right out on the dotted line. And then I'm going to sew a running stitch all the way around it, probably about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. And I'm going to use button and craft thread. I like this thread. It's really strong. It's not going to break. And I'm going to use black today so that you can see the stitching. The stitching all hides inside, so the color doesn't matter. Whatever you have in a strong thread, and if you don't have a strong thread, just double up another thread and just start anywhere around the edge. I like to put the knot in, and then I like to do a back stitch because this is going to really get some torque on it when I get all the way around it. And then I'm just going to do a really loose running stitch. Doesn't, again, have to be perfect. It's just going to be used to gather this up around the button cover. You see how that's looking as I'm going along? So here we have a 2.5 inch half ball covered button. I like these ones from Dritz. Hard to think, but that is actually made to be a button, like on a huge jacket, some wool jacket or something. You see those? So inside, because it's a button, it has this wire thing that would pop through the back and give you a place to sew it on to your clothing. And you can leave it there. It doesn't hurt anything to be left there. I typically take it out and throw it away. And then, so this is the front, kind of rounded on that side. I set it down in there and just cinch this up around it. So this step isn't really the sewing part of it. If you didn't want to do that, you could just put it in here without it. But to me, it gives it like bringing everything sort of equally around it. Because then there's these little teeth in here that you have to, well, you don't have to, but I like to. Bring the fabric around and sort of adhere it onto those teeth. They won't cut you, but you do kind of take your finger and make sure that the fabric is catching on the teeth. You don't have to, like I say, with this string, you don't even have to knot this because there's no reason to. The teeth are going to be the thing that holds this. They just help you bring it around to an equal place. And then when I get it where I want it, just kind of look. You can see at this time if there's anything you want to trim off, like a popped up thread or something. But for the most part, I'm happy with how that is. So then I want to take this back, and I literally just put it on there. And if you listen, that's it. It popped on. And so that is the finished pin. And I use this glue. I found it's just a multi-purpose glue. I found at Ace Hardware. And I take a pin back, and I always check the pin backs, because once in a while you'll get one that just doesn't work and you don't want to glue that onto your piece. And I also check the way I want to put it on my clothing. So I want it to go this way. I'm right-handed. And so then I would put a bead of glue down and glue it down, and then let it dry, and it becomes a great pin. A gift for a friend. Like us and follow, subscribe. Thank you.